A 5'7" senior, number 20, Azana Lucian. A 5'8" sophomore, number 22, Peyton Downs. And a 5'11" sophomore, number 33, Haley Newman. The Grovers are coached by Chad Slider, assisted by Mackenzie Cargile, Emily Card, and Noelle Broughton. And now the starting lineup for the Northern Cass Jaguars. A 5'7" sophomore, number 2, Hayden Crockett. A 5'6" junior, number 4, Addie Rust. A 6'1" junior, number 5, Ellie Lucas. A 6'3" junior, number 12, Josie Jensen. And a 5'9" senior, number 13, Hallie Crockett. The Jaguars are coached by DC Lucas, assisted by Jamison Jensen and Taylor Workman.
And there was the introduction of our starting lineup here in this matchup between the Northern Cass Jaguars and the Oak Grove Grovers, the number 7 seed against the number 2 seed. And again, this will be the last game that will be played here on day number 1 of this region basketball tournament. Josie Jensen will take the opening tip-off for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Ali Machaya will take the tip-off for the Grovers. And it's Northern Cass with the basketball. Crockett drives up to shoot, misses the shot. Ball gets tipped. It's into the hands of Peyton Downs. Ball gets set to the right side. McEloney with the basketball. Now a feed down low, gets thrown back in play. It's picked up by Hallie Crockett, averaging 33, nearly 33 points a game. Misses the bucket, but will go to the free throw line. And Crockett will get a chance to shoot 2. Foul will be on Peyton Downs. Downs is first, team's first. And the last time these two teams met, it was an 11-point game at the half in favor of Northern Cass, as Crockett will miss the first free throw. Grover's obviously looking for a different kind of outcome to come here in game number 2 with the season on the line. Crockett will hit the second free throw, and it's Northern Cass scoring first. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. As Downs will handle this one between the circles, comes to Lucian now towards the elbow, and McEloney will miss the shot. It's a rebound for Ellie Lucas. Ball gets handled by Crockett onto the near side. Hallie Crockett misses the 3. Rebound Peyton Downs. Downs loses it, picks it up far sideline. Oak Grove having to play that extra game, a home contest, one last chance to play at home for them this season. And they won by 5, held on to beat Enderlin. And kind of the consensus, talking to Coach Slider and talking to some of the players, is they felt that they didn't finish that game as strongly as they wanted to, as Newman misses the underhand shot. Rebound controlled by the Grovers. Driving Lucian, feeds to the lane. Missed shot by McEloney. This time it's Addie Rust with the basketball for the Jaguars. Rust has it taken away by Downs, and Downs has been everywhere here to start this game. Downs comes to drive and draws a foul, and I believe it will be Hallie Crockett. It will be her first, team's first.
That's a big one with Hallie, particularly if she picks up her second. She just has done so much scoring for Northern Cass this season that if you're the Grovers right now, Joel, with that first foul on her, you got to keep attacking and force the official to go make a call.
Feed inside to Newman, and 1. Newman will go to the line and gives the Grovers the lead.
Good looking move by Newman at 5'11", going up against the 6'3" Jensen. That probably wouldn't work on the volleyball court a lot of times this season, Joel, but at the end of the day, for what Newman was able to do, able to spin, get enough contact with Jensen, and go through that contact.
And Newman hits the free throw and gives the Grovers a 2-point lead. She's coming off a double-double against Enderlin, averaging 7.5, 6.2 rebounds. Really has picked it up as of late as a nice feed from Jensen to Crockett. Misses the shot, and the rebound is picked up by Machaya. Machaya on the post over Jensen, misses the shot, and it's Hallie Crockett with the rebound. The future University of Jamestown Jimmy reaving through the defense, loses it, picks it up, takes a shot off the backboard, will miss it. The Jaguars, the state champions, another steal for Peyton Downs. Downs, the steal to the rim, misses the shot, but is fouled by Lucas. Chase, you talked about being aggressive, keeping the aggressive play on, and Downs was aggressive with the steal and was aggressive in the lane, and it pays off with the trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, now you got three starters here for Northern Cass in the opening, 2:20 that all have a foul. So I guess that's a good thing if you're DC Lucas, right? There's no one but two yet, but with how Oak Grove's going to play and how to spring an upset, Joel, in this 2-7 game is how we've seen them start. Play really aggressive, be active defensively, and then look to get to the rim, and they've been able to do that a lot so far here in this opening quarter.
Downs goes 1 for 2 from the line. It's a 3-point lead right now over the Northern Cass Jaguars. Inside of 5.5 to go here. Quarter number 1, final game of day 1, and an overpass. Hallie Crockett was trying to find Hayden Crockett, and this one will go into the stands. Jaguars were on the other side of an upset last year in the semifinals where they defeated the Central Cass Squirrels, so they know what it feels like to be on the other side. And a little bit of extra motivation coming their way here on this first round matchup against the Grovers. They know this Grovers team is going to look different from meeting number 1. The Grovers know that this Jaguars team is going to look different with the addition of 2 players who were just not in the lineup in that game. One of them was Ellie Lucas, who was in the starting lineup in this contest. Newman towards the rim, puts it up, misses the shot, rebound grabbed by Machaya, and this one will go out of bounds.
Stay Grover basketball right now. And for the Grovers, this is a team that, there's maybe not just one particular player, right? There's not necessarily like a Hallie Crockett on their team, Joel, where you just go, we got to stop her. But they can hurt you in so many different ways that it's tough to maybe scout for a team like Oak Grove at times because anybody can beat you.
Yeah, Maury Balmy had 12 points off the bench, 5 rebounds in their win against Enderlin. So to your point, Chase, is that they do have those players, kind of like the Piranhas, as a steal comes from Hayden Crockett. Steele drives the lane, has numbers, hook shot good for Crockett. Hayden Crockett gets her first 2. And the Grovers remain in front here 4-3. Pass almost stolen away by Crockett. Instead, it's stolen by Jensen. Comes to Crockett. Cuts towards the far side of the post. Puts it up for 2.
That's what Northern Cass wants to do. They're going to find ways to, get their hand on the basketball. They either send Hayden or Hallie out in transition a handful of times, though. They kind of like to play the old, you'll play 4-on-5 at particular times. They can get an easy layup sometimes. The old cherry picker, so to speak, that they can throw out there at particular junctures.
Newman will miss the 3. Rebound taken away by Jensen. Sorry, that was Lucas who got that rebound. You look at Oak Grove right now. 1 or 2 more shots, and we're sitting in a different situation here just under halfway through our first quarter. As pass sent to Russ, comes to Crockett, up for 3. Hits it. 7 for Crockett. 7 of their 8. All 8 belong to a player named Crockett. We got a Bank North timeout on the floor. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We are less than 90 days until spring planting. 90 days. Are you ready? Is your maintenance plan in place? Do you have parts on hand? Are any upgrade options decided on and purchased? We can help. Spring will be here before you know it, and we will help you meet the challenge. Contact RDK Enterprises at planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com.
Bank North timeout. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, supporter of their communities. Wherever you go, take Bank North along to handle all your banking requests. 8-4, Northern Cass leads Oak Grove. Quarterfinals of the Region 1 Girls Basketball Tournament. Thanks for being with us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Joel Morgan, Chase Miller, Joey Knuckles on our camera here for our broadcast. It was originally supposed to be a 4-game day number 1, has become a 3-game day 1. Richland and Tri-State will play tomorrow as a 2 will miss, picked up by Newman. Newman looking for an outlet pass, will feed to Lucian, comes to drive, will send it back beyond the arc. Balmy and Geiger checked in out of that last timeout for Oak Grove. Treader and Jalbert checked in for the Northern Cass Jaguars as the 3 will miss. It's a shot clock violation, and the basketball will go to Northern Cass. 2:46 to go in the first quarter. All handled by Hayden Crockett. Crockett with 7. Feeds under the basket. Treader misses the hook shot. Ball gets picked up by Balmy. Comes up court to McAloney. Right side finds Geiger. Geiger tries to split the defense. Held up towards the bucket. Misses the shot. Ball out of bounds. We'll go to Northern Cass.
Oh, right now, Northern Cass just, if you take Hayden Crockett off the floor, Joel Oak Grove would be doing pretty well, right? But Hayden kind of got in a rhythm. And, as much as we talk about Hallie Crockett and rightfully deserving, so Hayden can be that difference maker for Northern Cass as well, averaging 16 a game.
She misses a long 2. Will go out of bounds back to Oak Grove, and that's just it. You could contain Crockett, and Coach Slider kind of joked about that a little bit after that game against Enderlin in the post-game interview. He said, "Well, we'll double team or triple team her. We'll put 4 on her, but we know when that happens, you got Hayden Crockett who can pick it up, Jensen who can pick it up." As 2 will miss off the side of the iron for Geiger, and the ball will be picked up by Jalbert. The recent success for Northern Cass, they've been playing well lately. They've been successful all season. As a 3 from Crockett will miss. It's picked up at the baseline by Balmy, and I think she got it knocked away out of bounds. I thought a momentum brought it, but it did get knocked away. But you're looking at players like Tess Jalbert, Kayla Treader, even Josie Jensen, who she's been in the starting lineup, but you're starting to see a lot of players really start picking up their averages 2-3 points a game, which has been a big difference maker for Northern Cass. And that's what you're going to need to win a tournament like this and win the next tournament if you're able to move on. Feed to Newman, up for 2, misses the shot. Crockett is right there for the rebound.
And Crockett, she's going to have the green light to shoot, but right now, giving a nice post touch in the interior with Hallie, and Hallie can hurt you inside and out too for Northern Cass.
And the shooting's drawn cold for Northern Cass. A chance for the Grovers to take advantage here, down by 4, entering the final minute of the first quarter on this Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Balmy held up on the block, goes beyond the arc, finds McAloney, feeds to Newman. Newman shot off the iron, and rebound was backhanded away from the pressure by Geiger, and then a scramble for the Roos ball. We're going to see a held ball that will stay with the Grovers. Peyton Downs will check back into the game for Oak Grove. Addie Russ will come back into the game for Northern Cass, and they will spell Hallie Crockett. Taylor Christensen will also check into the game.
Well, teams like how they're playing defense, Joel. If you would, tell Chad on one side for Oak Grove that Northern Cass would only have 8 points, almost nearing the end of the first quarter, he would take it. The problem, he doesn't like the 4 offensively for the Grovers.
Here comes a contested 3. That one in and out. Rebound two-handed right there in the mix was Treader. Feed in the lane and a fight for a loose ball. This will be a held ball.
Northern Cass right now, can someone else get a field goal other than, Aiden Crockett's going to be the thing. And then on the opposite side for the Grovers, how can they continue to be aggressive and attack like they did in that opening 2.5 minutes, Joel? We really haven't seen them get enough paint touches, since that opening 2 minutes here for Oak Grove.
Aspen Joe's checked into the game, and coming out was McKenna McAloney, and Chase, a rare instance, and I've seen it only once in a basketball game in my career, was almost had that ball inbounded with 6 players on the court. As a 3 knocked down by Crockett, her second. 10 of her team's 11 in the first quarter. It's 11-4, 20 seconds to go, and the Grovers will turn it over.
And if you're Oak Grove or any team, I've asked coaches, Joel, do you box and 1 Crockett? And I mean, hell, right? Do you do 3 and 2? And they're like, well, here's the problem. If you do it, you got Hayden who can shoot. You have Height and Lucas and Jensen who can get, rebounds on the inside. So it's not as easy as just saying, just go box and 1.
Feed to the post, off the backboard and in. Winterquest hits 2. 13-4. Final shot on the way will count. If it hits, it doesn't. As Quarter Number one in the books. Our score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: Northern Cass 13, Oak Grove 4. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
And coming out of the first quarter here on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Through one quarter of play, it is the Grovers trailing 13-4 here in the quarterfinals of the tournament. 3 on the way. Grovers need this one, and that one will miss for Balmy. A scramble for the rebound, and it will go to Ellie Lucas. Feed inside to Jensen, turns, shoots off the side of the iron. Allie Crockett, the rebound, put back is good. Third point of the game for Crockett.
Second rebound as well, and second chance opportunities now for Northern Castrol. And, with the bigs that they have with Jensen, Lucas, and company, Crockett is just as good of a rebounder as well here for the Jakes.
Downs for 3. That will miss. Ball picked up by Lucas. I think whatever the game plan was here for Oak Grove, I think they're executing their game plan. They're just not hitting the shots. And that's kind of been the problem against some of these top teams in Region 1, as a fadeaway shot will miss for Jensen. We're going to see a foul in the lane, and I believe it'll be Lucian will be called for the foul.
Number 13, Mari Hallman.
Bolmy will be called for the foul, her first, team second. Not a lot of fouls between the two teams, just 5. Baseline, Rust inbounds, comes to Crockett. Over to the corner, finds Russ, feed to the post. Jensen picks this one up, will come to Crockett. And Crockett on the drive, up to shoot, ball knocked away right into the hands of Oak Grove, brought up by Christensen. Christensen will come to Lucian, to the right side, Downs. Downs pulls up for 2. This one will graze the net, put back in bounds, and will go to the hands of Crockett. Nice job by Ellie Lucas. Feeds to Hallie Crockett and goes up for 2 and 1 for Crockett. Foul will be on Peyton Downs.
Ellie Lucas, she doesn't have a point yet, Joel, but she's got 6 rebounds here for the daughter of DC Lucas. And, for some of these girls, it's not as much as, getting 20, 30 points, because the Crockett sisters can kind of do that most nights. But again, deflections, loose balls, rebounds, assists. That's what Northern Cass can really hurt you.
Crockett completes the 3-point play, 5 this quarter, 6 in the game. And Oak Grove has not been able to find any offense here, now down all of a sudden by 14. Doesn't feel like a 14-point game, Chase, the way they've been playing. They just haven't been hitting the shots.
Kind of like Maple River, Sargent County, right? All of a sudden, Maple River found themselves down deep just because they couldn't really get paint touches or do anything that way. Their defense was quality, but it was turnovers that hurt them.
A drive, missed shot for McAloney, and looks like she's going to go to the line for a pair.
This one came after the shot. Hannon Crockett got called for the extension of both the left and right hand on the back of an Oak Grove player, so she'll pick up the foul.
Crockett's first, team's third, make that team's 4th, and a 3 is good for Balmy, and maybe that's what the Grovers needed. A big shot in a big situation like that, down by 11, but that could be the start of a run. And that's what happened their last meeting between Northern Cass, is they didn't find a run until late in the first half, and we're going to see a foul coming against Jensen.
Jensen, much of a dynamic volleyball player. She broke records out of the state region volleyball tournament this year. 80 blocks this season, which is a school record. And a lot of school records, Joel, have gone down with Hallie Crockett, with Josie Jensen talking to DC Lucas this year.
And Jensen hits both free throws. It's 20-7. Now you think about this group of players that Northern Cass has here right now on their girls teams. Has a three right side, that one off the heel of the basket, rebound Jensen, and that was all height to her advantage there as she comes to Rust. Rust able to find Hayden Crockett onto the post. Hallie Crockett turns, hits two, and 7 now for Crockett this quarter. It is 22-7, and again a 14-point lead for Northern Cass over Oak Grove on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And I don't know if there was a timeout or a foul. All right, they'll call the foul. DC Lucas was yelling for a timeout, but the foul came before that. I think he'll take that stoppage of play and that stay of possession as Mari Balmy is called for her second personal foul. 3 on the way. This one in and out for Tess Jalbert. Newman gets the rebound. Handled by the Grovers. It's McEloney inside and missing the shot. Machaya. Ball picked up by Treader and brought up court by the Jaguars. Close to the halfway point here of the second quarter. Inside to Jensen. Too strong off the iron. Scramble for the rebound. And Geiger's going to win out the battle here. Geiger to the bucket. Gets 2. Geiger in the lane. 2 for Sophie Geiger, and it's 22-9.
Good job by Geiger just to hustle and beat everybody down the floor for the freshman guard. And now the Grovers have to be very active in this 2-3 zone right now.
Here comes 2 and nothing but net for Treader. 24-9.
Quick little ball movement, good attack. And then if you're just attacking that backside wing, Joel, you got to be ready for a catch and shoot at any part of the floor. And that's exactly what Treader was able to do.
Bolmy comes top of the key. 3 in and out. That's about a handful of missed threes right now for Oak Grove. Again, where do we sit with 2 of those made threes right now? As we're going to see a foul called against Newman as she was trying to come around on Jensen and steal away the pass. Haley Newman's first 6-team foul in a situation you don't want to be if you're Oak Grove, Chase, because yes, you're down by 15, but your aggressiveness is what has put you in this position. You don't want to have to back up with that aggressiveness late in the first half. As a missed shot by Crockett. Rebound and putback will miss for Treader, and the ball is going to be brought up court by Bolmy. Feet to Machaya, now to the right side, Geiger. Drives up for 2, gets it. Geiger has scored the last 4 for Oak Grove, and we're going to see a timeout taken by Northern Cass. That is a Bank North timeout. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
Timeout brought to you by Bank North. Bank North offers the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. Visit them at ibanknorth.com. Remember FDIC and a proud supporter of their communities. 24-11, Oak Grove leading Northern Cass leading Oak Grove by 13. And I got a chance in regular season to see the Grovers play against Kindred, play against Northern Cass. As a 3 on the way for Crockett will miss. Newman the rebound, and turnover on the pass, and it's going to come out of bounds. Was touched by Crockett, but Chase, it seems that Oak Grove they've stuck to their game plan against some of these top teams in Region 1. It's been about finishing around the basket, and they just haven't done that here in the first half.
Well, now we do have 6 players, Joel. So you foreshadowed it. We had 6 players on a moment there for Oak Grove as Balmy was slated to get substituted out for. She thought she was going to just inbound the ball and then, go up the court on a different spot. But yeah, Oak Grove, I mean, this is a team, a good record, 12-8. They kind of scheduled their record with what they kind of had in terms of their schedule, making sure that it's about continuing to build the program. I mean, you take a look at last year, Joel, the Grovers didn't make this round, right? So again, another step forward, and it helps making shooters like that.
Well, Geiger has scored the last 7 for Oak Grove, and now it's a 10-point game. Here comes a 3 from Crockett off the side of the basket, and rebound is grabbed by Lucien, and she's going to take a forearm from Crockett to the side of the head. Very unintentional on that foul by Crockett. She was just reaching in for that basketball. Azana Lucien is the lone senior who has remained with this team. Now it's been for injuries and other various reasons. She's remained with this team this season. And she said during one of their team meetings that, it's my last chance. I've never played here at the Shack as a Grover in my high school career, and I'd like that opportunity. And they think they kind of rallied around their senior to give her that chance to play here at the Shack. As a feed to Newman. Newman looking to go up to shoot. Defense collapses on her. Comes to Geiger. Hot hand. Misses the shot. And the rebound was tipped and picked up by Winterquest. And Winterquest and Jalbert is kind of who's going to go for this ball. And it allowed for that held ball. And if you're the Jaguars, you're fortunate that it goes in your favor.
Right now, DC doesn't mind the aggressiveness of Hayden, Joel, in the front court. It's those early threes, though, in the shot clock, right? You're not forcing the Grovers to work. At least get a reversal, see if you can get a quality look. That shot's going to be there probably more times than not as Oak Grove look to close out on the shooters and try to hamper on the bigs.
Allie Crockett misses the 3. Rebound was picked up by Lucas, throws it in the lane to Hayden Crockett. Outlet pass comes to Rust. 9 seconds on the shot clock for the Jaguars. Hayden Crockett with the basketball, feeds to Jensen. Jensen to Hallie Crockett. Hallie Crockett wants to drive off the backboard. Newman gets the missed shot, will feed to Geiger. Here comes Geiger on the fast break and the layup. 9 for Geiger, 9 straight, and she has made it 24-16. We are under 90 seconds to go in the first half.
Really good job by the Grovers here, Joel, to get it back within single digits, and Geiger's just been a one-woman wrecking crew.
Foul against Ellie Lucas. She will go to the line for 2. That is foul number 7, I believe. It will be foul number 7, and it will be against Ellie Machaya. I think Lucas has the 1-and-1. She will get 2.
Now Lucas got fouled in the act of shooting. 7 rebounds here for Northern Cass, and first free throw attempt for Lucas here tonight, Joel.
Yeah, I saw one of the officials. I think he was just trying to sell the scores table that we are going to be at the bonus right now. As Lucas will get the next one. Makes it 25-16. And it was a 8-point deficit. And here comes a 3. McAloney. And now it's a 6-point game with less than a minute to play in the first half. And you can hear the Grovers fans getting loud. Crockett comes to drive and a travel.
Northern Cass is lucky that maybe wasn't called a charge, because that's a charge on Hallie, Joel. That would be her second. So if there was a silver outlining on a play like that, the turnover is a lot more valuable from a Jake point of view.
At one point, this team was down by 14. They now trail by 6. Feed inside, a drive and a pass taken away by Crockett. Crockett able to find Ellie Lucas and comes back to Hayden Crockett. A bit of a miscue, but Crockett able to keep it and keep the ball moving forward. 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Jensen for 2. She's going to miss. Hayden Crockett, the rebound and the putback. They needed that. The Jaguars, it's an 8-point game. 9 seconds left to play. Grovers want this final shot. And it's a steal for Crockett. Crockett gets the shot off in time. Good for 2.5. Will come to an end. Our score at the half, Northern Cap 29, Oak Grove 19. Halftime numbers coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Take a good look at Hillsboro. You probably know that the people are friendly, and you know about the quality of healthcare available at Sanford Medical Center. Maybe you've been to the Hillsboro Sports Complex to cheer on the Burros. Look at the businesses on Hillsboro's Main Street. The Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation provides financial help to local child care providers, and they're interested in supporting local businesses. For more information, contact the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation at growhillsboroND.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Folks, it's tax season, and the best way to teach your kids about taxes is by eating 30% of their ice cream. And the best way to learn about your tax situation is contacting Olson Accounting. They'll answer any question you have from an individual or business point of view. Let Olson Accounting set up your tax plan and eliminate any problems by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Milner Public School District has a long history of academic, artistic, and athletic achievement and is proud of the programs and education environment offered. A fully accredited educational system, Milner Public School District operates 2 separate school buildings, including Sundale Colony School. Over 85%, that's right, 85% of the graduates of Milner High School attend some form of post-secondary educational institution. You can find more information on the Milner Public School District online at milner.k12.nd.us. The Bison Booster Club, an organization that is rooted in their support of the activities within the Milner Public School District and the City of Milner. They pride themselves on their community involvement in local donations to area projects and sponsorships to help make their community a pleasant place to reside. If you have any questions or are interested in becoming a Booster Club member, you can check out the Bison Booster Club on Facebook or talk with any of the existing members. The Bison Booster Club, helping make their community a better place to live.
Here we are at the half. Our score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It is Northern Cass 29, Oak Grove 19 in the quarterfinals of the Region 1 basketball tournament. Northern Cass led 13-4 at the end of the first quarter, pushed their lead into double figures. And Chase, you got the feeling that Oak Grove was doing what they were supposed to, except for finishing shots. All of a sudden, Sophie Geiger scores 7 straight points, and the rest of the offense joins her, and they cut this to 1 point to a 6-point game, but it's been impressive so far by Oak Grove.
Yeah, the Grovers, I mean, that last little stretch with Hayden Crockett, right? That's the one that you hope doesn't come back and bite you. You know, you got it down to 2 possessions, then boom, a pair of layups for Hayden, and particularly that steal and score as well. But, the Grovers have definitely given themselves a chance in this one. And talking about DC Lucas, throughout the year and from last year, they had a scrapper with Tri-State during this round last year. And what was the 3-6 matchup before they upended, the Central Cass Squirrels on Friday night last year in the semifinals. So they understand it where it's at right now. Obviously, they would like to continue to get things going. But, for the Grovers, down by 9, down by 10, the question is, Joel, how quickly can they still be down by 5-6 points when that fourth quarter and put the team that's quote-unquote supposed to win, get them a little tight, force them to maybe do some things that they don't do. And then, hey, if you can get Geiger to go, you got Bolmy or anybody else just to kind of go along with Sophie right now. Oak Grove very much in this ball game and has a chance to pull off the upset.
Yeah, and a lot of this game is feeling very similar to their last meeting in the regular season. It was at that point in the half where they got it under double figures. It was a late run that time by Hallie Crockett that kind of kept the game out of reach. But, Oak Grove has done it without really their biggest scorer scoring all the points in McKenna McAloney. When you look at the flip side, Northern Cass, Hallie Crockett, who's averaging nearly 33 a game, she has 8, which is a relatively quiet night for her. It's been Hayden Crockett, especially in those closing minutes of the first half, who's been the difference maker offensively for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Let's take another break here on the half, and we'll come back to get you our first half numbers as on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass 29, Oak Grove 19. It's quarterfinals of the Region 1 basketball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Anderson Seed Farms is a certified seed conditioning plant and is set up to do commercial custom seed cleaning for large seed companies or family farms. They seed Dairyland seed corn, soybeans, and alfalfa alongside Westbred certified spring wheat and public spring wheat seed varieties. At Anderson Seed Farms, they don't sell a product that they wouldn't grow on their own farm. Anderson Seed Farms, located in Foreman. For more information, go online to andersonseedfarms.com. That's andersonseedfarms.com.
Bank of North Dakota wants you to be confident when it's time to make student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident to calculate the maximum amount of student loan debt that is recommended based on your career choice. You can also learn how to apply for financial aid and get tips to cut education expenses. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident today.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
Welcome back to the Shack. Northern Cass 29, Oak Grove 19. Here's our first half numbers. Sophie Geiger leads the Grovers with 9 points. McKenna McAloney, Mari Balmy, and Haley Newman, 3 points each. Peyton Downs, who's missed some time with foul troubles, has just 1 point. For Northern Cass, Hayden Crockett, 14. Hallie Crockett with 8. 2 points for Josie Jensen, Kayla Treader, and Annie Winterquest, a point for Ellie Lucas. As a team, the Grovers 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 3 made threes for Oak Grove. For Northern Cass, 5 for 7 for the charity stripe. 2 made threes for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Hayden Crockett sitting on 2 fouls. Laurie Bolme and Peyton Down sitting on 2 fouls for the Grovers. We'll take one last break. We'll come back for the start of the second half coming up next. This is Region 1 Girls Basketball on yourliveevent.com.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow in the new space and move forward with excellence.
And the Grovers begin the second half of the basketball, and it's 2 for Peyton Downs. Right off the bat here, Peyton Downs, who's missed a lot of time in the first half with foul trouble, comes back here to make it an 8-point game. 29-21. Our second half just underway as a feed to Crockett. Looks for an outlet pass. Comes to Hallie. Crockett feeds inside, gets knocked out of bounds. And a violation called against Northern Cass. Oak Grove's basketball. Downs will inbound. Brought up by McKenna McAloney. Poked away by Crockett. Good steal by Crockett to the basket. Hits 2. 16 from Hayden Crockett.
Well, Hayden Crockett, Joel, we've seen that a lot this season, and particularly here in this game.
Feed to Newman. Looks up to shoot over Jensen. Will miss. Rebound two-handed by Ellie Lucas. Ball gets handled by Crockett. Pass attempt knocked away by Downs. Downs leads the fast break to the basket. Gets the bucket. Basket scored by Peyton Downs. 31-23 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And Downs will steal this one away from Crockett. She has McAloney, and Downs scores 6 straight for Oak Grove. And it's a 6-point game.
Well, that was the difference before Hayden got those steals and scores, Joel. So that's just how big that last little run for Northern Cass was to close out the first half. So the Grovers, tell you what, they don't care that they're the 7th seed right now.
Josie Jensen gets her 4th point of the game. It is 33-25. And again, I really think it was about 2.5 minutes of the closing out of the first quarter and the closing out of the second quarter, the first meeting between these two teams. And I think that was such a big learning lesson right now for Oak Grove, the way they've looked here in this third quarter. Downs in the far corner, feeds inside to Newman. Newman on the dribble, up to shoot, shot block, taken away by Josie Jensen. Jensen finds Hallie Crockett. Hallie Crockett up to shoot, misses left. Battle for the rebound at the baseline. It's one out by Lucian and is able to get a pass over to McAloney. Long pass comes to Downs, and Peyton Downs has scored 8 points here in this third quarter, Chase.
I'm wondering if DC Lucas wants to see a timeout potentially, because the Grovers right now, Joel, with Peyton Downs, they are killing the Jags right now in transition. They're all getting down the floor a lot quicker than Northern Cass is.
And a rebound for Newman at Downs, making up for lost times that she missed with that foul trouble. Ball will come to Newman. And Newman, a sophomore, playing in that 5 position as a drive for Downs, and she'll be called for a travel.
This is how close Oak Grove got it to end the first half of play, Joel, and that's where Northern Cass made a little bit of a spurt. But if you're the Grovers, you have definitely found yourself in the midst of a really good Region 1 girls basketball game with an opportunity to spring the upset, then really play with some house money moving forward if you could finish this one off against Northern Cass.
Crockett's going to draw a foul. I believe it'll be Lucian. If that's who you want this foul to be on, if it's going to be on anybody. Sana Lucian's called for her first non-shooting foul. As inbound comes to Crockett, will miss, and a battle for the rebound will come to Newman. Brought up by Lucian, comes to the right side. McAloney misses the shot. Rebound, Treader. And a turnover. Treader thought Jensen and her were on the same page. And Crockett, Jess Jalbert will come back into the game.
Both teams, Joel, they don't need a 35-second shot clock. They need about a 10-second shot clock, it seems like, when the ball gets in.
It's like watching a little bit of that was speed chess. As a feed across to the cutter, Crockett gets her 18. Not that that's a big spectator sport, but that's what it feels like right now is we're going to take our shot, we're going to hit the clock, and it's your turn. You make your move.
And it's been fun to see, Northern Cass man-to-man, Oak Grove 2-3.
Deep three on the way, off the iron. Rebound, Crockett.
Northern Cast last time down, Joel, they did a really good job finding the short corner there to Lucas. I'd expect to see more of that with her and Jensen throughout this game.
Holly Crockett in double figures with 10. It's 37-27 now with 10-point game. Hard to believe we're at this point, Chase. We're halfway through this third quarter. It has just been nonstop as Newman comes inside, goes to shoot, altered by Jensen, and it's picked up by Jalbert. And Jensen got the side of her hand on that basketball. You talk about her having the block record, Chase, as stepping on the line with Crockett. Something that doesn't always get statted is altering shots. And she does that either by making contact with the basketball or just getting a hand in the face, getting in front of someone. She does a good job of making you think twice and making you take some off-balance shots.
It's just one of those things where, she does average a double-double on this season, but if she can score, that's just gravy for DC Lucas throughout a game.
3 for Geiger. This one grazes the net, will come out of bounds.
Well, for Fargo Oak Grove right now, Joel, it's kind of been not a whole team, but it's been spurts, right? Sophia, all the second quarter. Peyton, all in the third quarter. In the first quarter, the Grovers would like to kind of rewatch that 8 minutes with only 4 points. But, hey, if that's going to be enough for you, just find the hot hand in that 8-minute stretch and go for it.
Ball comes to the near side. Look inside by Treader. Feet across, comes to Crockett. Crockett drives, takes the shot. That's good. 20 for Crockett, 39-27. And the Grovers offense is drawn cold here. They need to start getting some points. And one. That's a good way to get it started. Ellie Machaya will go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. Foul on Rust.
Two things really good by Machaya, something we haven't seen a lot from Ellie and maybe some of these guards consistently in the half court, really getting that downhill momentum, Joel, as we saw in the first 2-3 minutes. The second thing, I like what Northern Cass is doing now in the front court, able to swing the ball, reverse it, force the zone to move a little bit, not early shots so far.
And a chance at a steal for Mari Balme. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. They'll take that one with 2:46 left to go in this third quarter. And a pass attempt, and this one's going to come right over here towards press row.
We had 3 girls on Hallie Crockett, so Crockett was just looking for a teammate at the left wing, and she split a pair of teammates there, so a turnover for Northern Cats.
Machaya on the drive will lose this one, and she knew right away that Ellie Lucas did not have hands on that basketball. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Josie Jensen will check in, did not see who they were bringing out. Need to get someone off here. We don't want to have another situation with 6 players on the court. And that was Ellie Lucas who's going to come out of the game. Handled by Treader. In a 3-possession game with 2:26 left in the third quarter. And a feed to Crockett. Up to shoot, gets it. 12 for Hallie Crockett. 41-30, and a steal for Hayden. Tries to pass, and we'll turn it right back over to Geiger. Geiger to the corner. That one almost got turned over. I don't think Balmy was quite ready for that pass, but hangs on to it as Lucian up to drive, takes the shot, gets it. Lozana Lucian, the senior, scores her first 2 of the game. It is 43-30. Excuse me, 43-32. Ball to the corner, 3 on the way. That one will miss for Treader and is out of bounds. Last touch by the Grovers. Minute 37 now left to go in the third quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
2 possessions ago, they fronted and had a backside defender, so they were pretty much sandwiching Jensen, and Hallie saw that, was able to do the nice job with that high cut to low cut to get that 2 points. We'll see if that continues here in this half, if they're really going to put that, double pressure, Joel, on Jensen and Crockett. If you're that backside forward player, you got to just make a little V-cut, so to speak, get open and find a way to get yourself available.
3-possession game here, final minute and a half. Driving, Machaya will miss the shot. Rebound Jensen. Jensen will come to Crockett. Hayden Crockett to Hallie Crockett and hits 2. And Hallie Crockett is starting to come alive here in this quarter, Chase. And that's the last thing you want to see if you're Oak Grove.
Yeah, Now trailing her sister by 6 points with 14, but with her get going, with Hayden get going, that's the thing when you're going up against Northern Cass. That's a lot of offense to contend with.
Bowman's going to miss the shot. Jensen gets the rebound under a minute left to go in the third quarter. As you said, Chase, that's what the Grovers want, right? You want to play with house money. You want to make this a one-quarter game. You feel a whole lot better as a shot will miss for Crockett. Rebound was coming towards Machaya and gets knocked out of bounds by Treader. So you're going to feel a whole lot better right now if you're Oak Grove when you get to hang for final shot and you hit a three.
And if you're the Grovers, again, it just been like that 9 to 8 points, right? It just kind of feel 9 to 12. You got it down to 6 a couple times. We can never, get past that. But it just kind of feels like that 9 to 12 point differentials where they've been playing at for most of this game.
Ball handled by Lucian, the senior. Will come top of the key. McEloney for three and misses, and it's out of bounds. And it was last touch by Oak Grove. And then Hayden Crockett, no need to rush here as this quarter just about to come to an end. And Crockett gets it knocked away. Brought up by Bomey. Bomey gets the pass to McEloney. To Bomey, shot off the iron. Put back attempt. Oh! Flows for Lucian as the quarter will end here. Our score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard through three quarters. Northern Cass, 43. Oak Grove, 32. Final 8 minutes when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
Growers, here at Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, we are your water management contractors. We can help you with tile drainage plans, surface drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad at 701-430-0182 to get your water problems solved. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. 701-430-0182, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Get ready for the 10 best days this summer at the Red River Valley Fair, July 7th through 16th. Grandstand entertainment includes Dan and Shay, Shinedown, Jelly Roll, and Leonard Center. Get your tickets at redrivervalleyfair.com. Final 8 minutes to play here. And Oak Grove has kept this one close, trailing right now by 11. They need a big run here. Crockett comes to the corner, and a feed inside taken away by Peyton Downs. Downs scored 8 straight points to begin the second half, and she was the spark plug. Was a little bit quiet after those 8 points, but they can use them here as a three from the corner off the iron. Downs right there for the rebound, feeds to Newman, and Newman's going to miss. Crockett gets the rebound. Crockett sends a pass that Ellie Lucas just able to hang on to. Comes to Hayden Crockett. Stay tuned for our postgame. We'll name our players of the game as a three from the corner. That one off the iron. Hallie Crockett, the rebound and the putback. 45-32, and it's a 13-point game.
One thing, Joel, players that have been around, they just kind of feel like they know how to read a shot. And like Hallie, sometimes she just knows how to put herself in the right position, even if she's on a rebound here.
Missed three by Bolme. Picked up by Crockett. Goes to pass. This one is stolen away by Lucian. Will come to Peyton Downs. Downs will lose it as she was scoping around the defense, thinking someone's going to pick her pocket as a feed to Newman. Newman shot. That one gets blocked by Lucas and picked up by the Jaguars. 6.5 minutes left to play. A drive from Crockett. Misses the shot. Rebound tip comes to Crockett. Crockett for the putback will miss. Gets it this time and gets fouled. And it's either going to be Newman or Lucian. That's not a Lucian call for her second. Crockett will get 2 free throws here.
If you're the Grovers, you can still play aggressive. Yeah, you're going to be chasing the game from here on out, but with just those 2 team fouls, Joel, If you're the Grovers, the message has got to be play aggressive, get in passing lanes, be annoying. If you get a loose ball foul, so be it. You're in a position of the game right now where your season literally, is on the line with the last 6.5 minutes here.
Crockett knocks down both free throws. 18 in the game, 10 here in the second half. Downs on the near wing. Looking to drive, misses the layup. And the shooting has just not been sharp for the Grovers here in the second half. You improve that shooting percentage 2 or 3 points, and you're probably not looking at a double-figure deficit. McAloney with the basketball. On the drive, gets the layup. 5 for McAloney, 47-34 the score. Inside of 6 left to play. Hayden Crockett handles the basketball. Come to Hallie, Crockett to Jensen. Jensen shoots, gets 2. 6 in the game for Jensen. It's 49-34.
Well, she had a defender on her hip. That was an easy move. And Joel, that's one of the few times that we've seen Josie Jensen not really have like a player and a half or 2 players kind of around her in the post, and killed Oak Grove that time in the zone.
McAloney moves to the near side. Feet inside, Lucian. Dribbles. Right side, 2. Skips off the far iron. Here comes a 3 at the other end. That one will miss for Rust. And a scramble for the loose ball. Hayden Crockett has it. Comes to pass out of bounds, and it came off the arm of Lucian. And we're going to get some substitutions. Ali Machaya will come back into the game. Also back into the game, Kayla Treader. And they want to put Hallie Newman in, or Haley Newman, rather. Haley Newman checks into the game. And she will spell Taylor Christensen. 5:02 left to play in the game. Inbound comes to Jensen, and Jensen will hit the shot. 8 for Jensen. 51-34 the score.
Really nice play design there from DC. You got one orbiting low, one orbiting high, and then all of a sudden the middle kind of opens up right there for Jensen to hit that 10-foot shot.
20 on the shot clock for the Grovers, and the ball came off the foot of Hallie Crockett. Tess Jalbert will check into the game. Coming out will be Addie Russ, and I think we're going to Bank North timeout. This timeout brought to you by Bank North. They offer the perfect sync for your busy life with their online banking and mobile app. Visit them online at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
The American farmer has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Columbia Grain and Agronomy is here to help on every acre with the highest quality products and expert local service. Contact the agronomy centers in Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273. Columbia Grain and Agronomy, committed to cultivating growth through a diverse mix of products and expert knowledge. Contact them today and make the most of every acre. Call Climax at 218-857-2165 or Arvilla at 701-343-6273.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
And back underway. Grovers down right now by 17. They played a heck of a game. Looking for a run here to try to close back in it as Newman's going to be fouled, and it will be Josie Jensen. That'll be Jensen's first.
Well, it's number 10, Tess Jalbert, her first person.
Strike that, that'll be Tess Jalbert.
Haley Newman at the free throw line.
Haley Newman at the line to shoot 2.
That's what Oak Grove just needs to continue to do. Find ways to attack downhill, force the official to make a call there, Joel. And then if they do come over on the help, look for that kick out on the baseline and be ready as a shooter. So really good job after the timeout for Allie to get to the free throw line here for the Grovers.
Newman hits her second free throw. It's 51-36, 5 in the game for Newman. 4.5 left to play. And 1. Newman will foul Tess Jalbert. Haley Newman second.
Really good looking bounce pass there by Hayden Crockett going to the right short corner test, the beneficiary there, and able to continue to go up in transition and finish it off.
Jalbert's going to miss the free throw. Hayden Crockett will be called for her third personal foul. And here comes McAloney with the basketball. Will feed to Downs. Pass comes low. Shot will miss for McAloney, and Jensen gets the rebound through a whole lot of traffic and feeds to Treader. Treader tried to go on the wing, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Maury Balmy.
For the Grovers, Joel, you take a look at what they've done the last 3 seasons prior to this year. They just had 12 wins combined, in those 3 years, and they've already got 12 wins this season. So for Chad and the Grover program, it's going in the right direction here. As again, just like everybody else, they'll have to contend with maybe some fresh and new faces next season with the 3-class system.
And we're going to get a held ball. It will go to the Grovers. And what a busy couple days it's been for Coach Chad Slider, also the head coach of the Cobber softball team. Was in Southern Minnesota, had to drive back through the day, get in a practice, and then get ready for today. It's Downs to drive, takes the shot, gets it. Basket by Downs. 10 for Peyton Downs, all coming in the second half. I think that 11 for Downs, all coming here in the second half. As a pass to the baseline, a little too strong. It's controlled by Northern Cass and picked up by Crockett. 3 for Crockett. Good. Her third made 3. 23 for Crockett. Well, the last time Hayden's outscored Hallie Crockett, but that's the situation they're with tonight. Oh, you've had a chance to talk to them, Chase, during the volleyball season as Downs hits point number 13, and we're going to get a Bank North timeout taken by Oak Grove. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
The dedicated staff at Weimar Auto provides service and repair on cars, tractors, and trucks. In addition to auto and truck service, Weimar Auto is a CarQuest auto parts dealer. Plus, check out their selection of Alto's lawnmowers or bring your Alto's lawnmower for service. Weimar Auto is also a fast sprayer dealer as they carry and sell sprayer parts and storage tanks. For shop hours specials or CarQuest auto products, go online to WeimarAuto.com. Weimar Auto, located at 500 Highway 13 West in Weimar.
And that was a Bank North timeout. Visit them online, ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, proud supporter of their communities. And at the baseline test, Jalbert will inbound to Hayden Crockett, who has 23 points in this game. It's been back and forth. This fourth quarter proves to be the one that Northern Cass is able to start pulling away from this one as it's a missed 3 by Crockett. Rovers have not led this game, but multiple times, Chase. They got it within 5, within 6. They just don't have that big score, and it's kind of been exposed here late in this game as Peyton Downs sends a nice pass to the corner. Here comes a 3. This one will skip off the iron. Of course, they've had some good looks. They just haven't been able to finish around the rim.
And the one thing for Northern Cass, Joel, is this is not a team with a 16-point lead that's going to play slow. They're going to continue to play fast, look for quick-looking shots like we just see right here. So it's going to be a catch-22. If it goes in, it's fine. But if it's not, that favors the Grovers.
And that is 2 for Jensen. She's in double figures now with 10. And it is 58-40. And a traveling called against the Grovers as Asana Lucian, the senior on this Oak Grove roster, will come back into the game. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Northern Cass on pace for win number 17 of the year. They would be 17-4 moving on to the semifinals. Opponent TBD. We won't have the other quarterfinal until tomorrow. Semifinal number 1 will be played tomorrow as well, as Peyton Downs will pick up the basketball. And here comes a 3. This one off the iron for McAloney. We've seen some big scores from different spots come around as Josie Jensen will be called for her second foul.
Jaguars number 20, Caitlin Treader, her first personal.
Strike that will be Treader.
Going to the line for to shoot two.
As Newman goes back to the free throw line to shoot two. We saw Sophie Geiger score 7 straight back in the second quarter. We saw Peyton Downs score 8 straight in the third quarter as first free throw for Newman is good. It is 51-48 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. You know, when you bring back so much of this team next year, if you're Coach Chad Slider, Chase, you know that, you know, one of these players, you can develop him into that player that you've been looking for.
And that's the thing, you know, just keep finding ways to win, keep growing the program out at particular times, and that's exactly what they're going to want to do.
And Macy Tong will come in the game. She is the other senior. I didn't know she had dressed for this game. She had an injury and missed a lot of time. Macy Tong will come into this contest. So she is the other senior for the Grovers as two will come in and out. And a foul will be called against Crockett. By my count, that will be her fourth.
This is one of those two, you know, the second time around he plays someone, Joel, the adjustments within the game, and that's what we're going to see, you know. The funny thing about the game that was supposed to happen after this, that's not going to happen until tomorrow, is Kindred and Tri-State opened the season against each other. You know, that was way back in November, unlike what we saw with a couple of these games where the Warbirds and Central Cass played recently. You know, Sargent County, Maple River also played within a week of each other.
As the second free throw is good, and Macy Tong came back into the game, went up and down the court, and the senior will be lifted to hugs and some tears from her teammates as the senior lifted from this contest. Missed shot off the side of the iron. Sana Lucian, the other senior, remains in the game. Again, Macy Tong, again, I didn't know she was going to dress for the game, had been injured and had missed some time as Crockett will go to the line. Minute 18 left to play. Crockett's first one is good.
Northern Cass, you know, this has been a team that's been, you know, knocking on the door, right? It was 7 semifinals 3 years ago, semifinals 2 years ago. Last year, you know, able to make it to the championship game. So this is a team that has been close, Joel, but they just haven't been able to get to state. The last time they made it was 05 to a state tournament, but they're one step closer here trying to get there with this win over Fargo Oak Grove.
Oak Grove's going to pull their other senior, Azana Lucian. She will leave to a round of applause from the Grovers fans. So they pull their other senior here with a minute 18 left to go. And Crockett will miss the shot, and Bomey will get the rebound, and we're going to get one last substitution as starters are going to be lifted all around.
And that's one with some of the veteran refs that we have here, you know, just quickly call their own timeout, get the players on the court, and allow everyone to kind of get their recognition.
Shot from the corner for Jose, and Aspen Jose will hit a three late in this game, makes it 59-43, and we're into our final minute. The Jaguars will win number 17 of the season. Grovers will finish 12-9. Again, Chase, as you mentioned, 12 combined wins, less than that over their last few seasons, and to improve like they have, and to only lose two seniors, one senior who's missed a lot of time with injury, you know, you feel like you're in a good spot as an inbound to Newman. Hook shot good for two, and Newman now has 8 as there's 27 seconds left to play.
2017, 18, 15, and 9. 2018, 19 was the last time they finished 500 or better. Joel, you know, 11 wins on that season. So I know this isn't the result anytime we say it's a broken record, but it's true during this time of the year. It's not the result you want at the end of the season, but a really good season to progress and try to move forward here for Fargo Oak Grove.
Final 5 seconds left on the clock. Oak Grove will end their season here, losing 59-48. Against Northern Cass, the Jaguars on to the semifinal for the second straight year. Post-game show coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. a place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
When it comes to farming, Green Iron Equipment is a slam dunk.
Our sales team will give you a one-on-one experience when looking for a new piece of machinery.
Our service department will guard your equipment against breakdowns and keep you running the entire season.
Use Green Iron Equipment to assist you with your data in the John Deere Operations Center.
We've got all the right parts to beat the competition.
Good luck to all teams from Green Iron Equipment.
If your car or farm equipment has a chip or scratch in the windshield, contact Hope Glass today. Whether it's removal and install on a combine to enhancing a 1967 Ford Classic, Hope Glass takes care of everything from chip repair, mobile glass, and custom cut glass. Say hi to Chris or Jack today by stopping up by Hope Glass in Hope, North Dakota, or call Chris at 701-866-8299, or dial up Jack at 314-566-7995 at Hope Glass.
And we're on our post-game show, a win for Northern Cass onto the semifinals. Josie Jensen with us. You guys are back to the semifinals. What's that feeling like?
It's awesome. I mean, we get to show how hard we've worked through the regular season and into the postseason now.
You guys played Oak Grove about 10 days ago. Feels like a long time ago. It really wasn't. You guys were short a few players on your bench and in your lineup. They were missing some players. You knew it was going to be different. What was different this time around?
I mean, both teams knew that. I mean, it's a different environment, different atmosphere, so we both had to come out and work hard.
Newman has really been playing a lot better for Oak Grove lately. She played well in your last meeting. You had to match up with her inside. What was it like, that battle?
I mean, it's a great Region 1 battle. I mean, we both work hard, and she's a great player, so.
You guys had some contributions. Hallie finished with, I think, about 20 points. Not her average, but you start seeing some contributions from some other players. You guys have played with the team all year. What's that say about testament to your team?
I mean, everybody can contribute. Everyone gets involved. We like to play to each other's strengths, so it's good to work together.
All right, you guys, it's going to be a little weird. Weather's going to be a factor. What's the next couple days look like, knowing that semifinal, you're not really going to know your opponent? Usually you would know by the next day.
I mean, you just got to stay focused and just keep your eyes on your own team and how you guys are going to come out.
All right, well, congratulations here on the win and the trip to the semis.
Thank you so much.
Talking with Josie Jensen here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll get our numbers and postgame show coming up next.
Are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
When we think March, we think crop insurance. Hi, this is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with Irie Insurance. We will be hosting a March farmer meeting to discuss the 2023 outlook, which will include examples using set spring MPCI prices and share strategies that are geared towards protecting your revenue and preserving your equity. Let us at Irie Insurance be your crop insurance partner. Join us for our meeting in Hillsboro on Thursday, March 2nd at 8 a.m. For location details, please visit our website at irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
And our final score here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in the quarterfinals, Oak Grove falling to Northern Cass 59-48. This meeting between these two teams looking different than the last one. And Chad Slider has said it to me several times this year, Chase, is when they meet these top teams in Region 1, the Grovers have been able to execute their game plan, and you can tell they executed their game plan. With the exception is they just weren't able to get the points that they needed against a high-scoring team like Northern Cass.
Yeah, and they probably expected Hayden to score, but maybe not in the bunches she did at particular times in the game, right? Able to close out the first half on back-to-back steals with scores, a little 4-0 run there, finishes with a game-high 23. That definitely is a difference maker in this one. But a credit to the Grovers, a stepping stone farther. We said that earlier about Maple River, a stepping stone better. We've said that about Weimar Lidgerwood Hankinson, a team that didn't get here a season ago in this Region 1 tournament, a step in the right direction. So in this tournament, Joel, it's the last time it's going to be like this that we know for whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or who knows how long. So there's a lot of pride within these schools to try to represent your region and your town really well and go out with one more shot here. But the Grovers, good game plan, good execution, just fell a little bit short with the offensive firepower that Northern possesses on their side.
End of the first quarter was 13-4. It would be 29-19 at halftime. Oak Grove got within 8, 24-16, and they got within 5 early in the third quarter. Peyton Downs scored 8 straight points. Sophie Geiger and Peyton Downs were one-player runs. One came in the third quarter, one came in the second quarter for Oak Grove. Northern Cass had a late push to end the first half by Hayden Crockett, which, when you win by 11 points, you don't think that maybe it's that much of a difference, but it swayed. It put a little bit more pressure back on Oak Grove. She kept putting the pressure back on the Grovers, and she had a late push. She finished the game with 23, but again, a good performance by both of these teams. Josie Jensen said it. We know it's different because it's on this stage. We know that we put in a lot of hard work, and that's kind of how things are looking here in this matchup. Let's take another break in our postgame, and we're going to come back, and we will get you our final numbers coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Mindak Market is located in the J.C. Penney wing in the West Acres Mall in Fargo with over 4,000 square feet of localness. Get ready for the Easter season and Mother's Day weekend with local products from North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. From chippers, chocolates, jellies, and more, you can find it all at Mindak Market. Stop by the store to build your own gift packs or check out their website at mindakmarket.com. That's mindakmarket.com to shop and order online.
At Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy with highly skilled therapists who live in your community. Mobility Plus looks to minimize your pain and maximize mobility that quickly allows you to live the quality of life you desire. Your mobility is our top priority. To find a location near you or for more information, go online to mobilityplus.biz. That's mobilityplus.biz.
The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo, and the 2023 season will be their biggest yet. 6 classes of weekly racing each Friday night beginning May 5th, plus World of All late models on June 28th, World of All sprint cars on August 26th, plus the Sanders Stock Car Challenge, 2-night Howie Schill NLRA late model special, Big Iron Race, and much more on the schedule. Log on to RedRiverValleySpeedway.com for more information. Your home for big-time racing is Red River Valley Speedway in West Fargo.
48-59. A victory for Northern Cass. They are on to the semifinals. They are 17-4 on the year. Oak Grove will end 12-9. Here are our final numbers. Peyton Downs finishes the game with 13 points to lead the Grovers. Sophie Geiger with 9. Haley Newman with 6 points, 5 points for McKenna McAloney. Ali Machaya had 3 points. Mari Balmy 2. Azana Lucian, the senior, had 2. Aspen Joes came in late in the game, hit a 3. Lucian, along with Macy Tong, the only seniors on this Grovers team who will have their careers come to an end here tonight. So again, Macy Tong, I didn't know she would be dressing for this game. She had missed time with an injury. She came in, went up and down the court, and then was pulled to a standing ovation from the Grovers fans. For Northern Cass, Hayden Crockett, 23 points. Hallie Crockett, 19. Josie Jensen with 10. Ellie Lucas had 2. Tess Jalbert, Kayla Treader, and Addie Winterquist, 2 points apiece for Northern Cass. Again, they win their 17th game of the season. They are on to the semifinals, opponent to be determined. Let's take another break here on our post-game show right here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Hoef, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Hoef, a passion that grows.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. We have an excellent auction featuring 425 acres of great cropland located in Cass County, North Dakota. The Nelson Family Cropland Auction will take place at the Governor's Inn, Castleton, North Dakota, starting at 3 p.m. on March 14th. This will be a live and online auction. High-quality cropland near Arthur, North Dakota rarely hits the open market. Don't miss this sale. For questions, call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customers satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Back here on yourliveevent.com. So here's our schedule moving forward for this region basketball tournament and results from today. Central Cass defeated Wyndmere Lidgerwood Hankinson, Sargent County over Maple River. They will play in a semifinal tomorrow at 7:30. Northern Cass, obviously, the win here against Oak Grove, and then they will play the winner of Kindred Tri-State, which will be played tomorrow at 6. So that quarterfinal game will be played at 6, and then these two winners will play Wednesday morning at 11:30. With as of now, the championship night, championship third place night will be scheduled on Friday, and then we'll get our state qualifiers and move on to the state tournament. Time now to give out some of our post-game awards here, and we're going to first go with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And we're going to go on with the Grovers for this one. Peyton Downs, who finished with 13 points. She had that 8-point run coming in the third quarter to cut that game down to just 7 points. Make that 5 points. She is the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Life Takes Energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And now for the Arctic Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. That will go to Hayden Crockett. Finishes with 23 points. That is a game high, and she had a big run to close out the first half. It wasn't just the offense in that run. It was her ability to create steals and get turnovers, and she would finish with 23 points. She is the Arctic Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Get ready for spring planting, and spring will be here before you know it. Let Arctic Enterprises meet the challenge with you. Contact them at planterdoc.com. And that will do it here. Quarterfinal matchup in day one of the Region 1 basketball tournament. My thanks to Chase Miller, who is with us, who is with me here on this broadcast. Joey Knuckles, our cameraman, and all of our sponsors, and those who had us out here. Our final score once again on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard: Northern Cass on to the semifinals, a 59-48 win over Oak Grove. You've been watching Region 1 basketball on yourliveevent.com.